Hello, friends. Welcome back to Align Vitality. I'm your host, Tanya, and I'm so glad you're tuning in today. In the previous episode, we talked about why, quote, normal lab results don't always mean that you are thriving or living optimally, even and especially for midlife women juggling career, family, and all of the demands of life. Well, today we're digging a little bit deeper because here's the truth. So many of us are stuck guessing when it comes to our health. We bounce from one diet trend to another. We try the latest supplement or rely on endless Google searches, but still never really feel better. It's exhausting. That's why this episode is called Stop Guessing, Start Testing. I want you to hear why functional health paired with functional labs is such a game changer for women in this season of life. Do you want to recharge your energy, renew your mental clarity, and rebalance your hormones? Well, you are in the right place. Welcome to Align Vitality, the podcast that offers faith and functional health strategies for high-achieving, health-conscious professional women in midlife. I'm your host, Tanya, a certified functional health practitioner, leadership coach, and fellow midlife woman who knows what it's like to look strong on the outside while struggling silently on the inside. Here, we get real about anxiety, brain fog, belly fat, burnout, and hormone challenges that women face in perimenopause. And more importantly, we talk about the path to healing. Each week, you'll find practical strategies and faith-fueled encouragement to help you restore your God-given energy, peace, and joy. If you're ready to stop pushing through and start thriving in the abundant life you were created for, let's get after it. This is Align Vitality. Let's be honest. Most of us have been taught to treat our health like a game of whack-a-mole. A symptom pops up, we whack it down. Heartburn, we grab an antacid or a PPI. Trouble sleeping, we pop a melatonin gummy. Low energy, we just grab an extra cup of coffee. But here's the problem. When you're chasing symptoms, you never address what's causing them in the first place. It's like bailing water out of a sinking boat without ever patching the hole. And what happens when the quick fixes won't work anymore? You start thinking, well, maybe this is just what it feels like at 40 or 50 or beyond. Friend, that is not true. It's not just aging. It's often your body waving a red flag that something deeper needs attention. This is where functional lab testing changes the story. These labs aren't about diagnosing disease. They're about identifying stressors, imbalances, and dysfunction before we get to the point of disease. Here are a few examples of some of the kinds of tests we might run as functional health practitioners. We might run hormone panels. Instead of just saying your estrogen's fine, they show the relationship between estrogen and progesterone and testosterone. We look at the relationship between cortisol and DHEA. For many women, that relationship explains why you just can't push through like you used to, or why your body is starting to hurt in places it didn't before, why you're having hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, insomnia, energy crashes, any number of things. We might do a GI map stool testing. This can reveal hidden gut infections, imbalances in your microbiome or the bacteria in your gut, or how that microbiome is impacting your mood and your immunity. Remember, most of your immune system lives in your gut. We might do food sensitivity testing. It's not always the obvious foods that cause inflammation. Sometimes it's the healthy things like eggs or spinach that your body might be reacting to that's leaving you bloated or fatigued. In my case, when I did my food sensitivity testing, bananas were the highest on my list of sensitivities. Now, bananas seem like a pretty healthy thing to try to eat, and for a while I ate a banana every single day. That was not helping me because my gut was already leaky and inflamed, and my body was seeing bananas as an enemy. We might do metabolic wellness panels that look at how well you're digesting and absorbing nutrients, how well your detox systems are working, how much oxidative stress your body is experiencing, which is very important when it comes to preventing chronic disease down the road. The point is this: instead of guessing at where to build health, we use actual data. We uncover the hidden stressors that are driving your symptoms and then create a strategy that is tailored just for you. Now, here's probably the biggest lesson that became obvious to me as I learned more and more about the body systems and how they respond and interact with one another. Stress and stressors on the body are really the root of all problems and disease. And when we think about emotional and mental stress in particular, your body responds to your thoughts the same way it does to actual events. If you replay a stressful conversation in your mind, your body floods with cortisol as though it's happening again in real time. Over time, this imagined stress compounds with real life stress, which leaves your body in constant fight or flight mode. So what does that mean? It means that your body is almost always in a catabolic state, trying to produce energy to respond to stress. And catabolic means breaking down. Your body, cortisol, is dominating the scene, breaking things down to try to create energy until your body can't make enough to keep up with the demand. When you are in a stress response or a fight, flight, fawn, or freeze response, your digestion slows, your reproductive hormones get suppressed, your immune system weakens, fatigue, brain fog, irritability move in like unwanted house guests. Functional labs help us see how that stress is showing up biologically. For example, you might look fine on traditional labs, but we might see significant dysfunction in your cortisol pattern, which might explain why you're wired at night and then dragging all day. No wonder coffee and wine become your survival kit. Here is where FDN really shines. Now remember, FDN is my particular certification, Functional Diagnostic Nutrition. Once we have your results, we don't just hand you a list of supplements and send you on your way. Instead, we build a comprehensive, individualized plan using what we call a D.R.E.S.S protocol. And D.R.E.S.S is really just an acronym that describes the different foundations of what we recommend. So first, we start with the diet. We find the way of eating that works for your body, whether that's balancing blood sugar appropriately, reducing inflammation, or healing your gut. We look at what macro ratios and what types of food combinations work best with you as an individual. And this is largely based on your genetics and how your body uses fuel. What is right for one person is not necessarily right for another. While keto or carnivore or paleo might work for one person, it might not be the best way to fuel another person. We look at rest. In other words, we have to look at your sleep hygiene and your habits, because if your body is not getting enough sleep, which is where all of the repairing happens, nothing else is going to work as well. We talk about real strategies for winding down, not just going to bed earlier. We look at exercise, and not all exercise is created equal, and not all individuals respond best to the right exercise regimen. For some women, daily HIIT workouts might be making things worse for a while. We'll find the right balance between movement and recovery. We look at stress reduction, and this just isn't about taking bubble baths and more vacations. It's learning how to shift your nervous system daily in the middle of real life and all that it throws at you. And we talk about supplementation. We look at targeted support based on your labs, your unique symptoms, and what your body needs for support to help in the healing process. Not just a shelf full of random bottles from the health food store. And we actually look at quality supplementation, because let me tell you, one bottle of vitamins is not the same as the next. Now, this is where people see real transformation because the plan is their unique plan, not copied from the latest wellness influencer or just taking one piece of the puzzle and applying it. When I think about all of this, I see God's design all over it. He created our bodies with built-in feedback systems. Symptoms aren't really bad things or punishments. They are signals. They are whispers from your body saying, pay attention. I'm trying to tell you something. And the more that you optimize health and work on building health, those signals become stronger and stronger, and it becomes easier to really be intuitive to what your body is trying to tell you when it comes to building and maintaining health. Before I started learning more and investing more in my own health journey, I thought I was just getting old and there are just things I need to accept as a part of midlife. I was exhausted, irritable, gaining weight no matter what I tried, and I was bloated pretty much every day. Looked like I was 6 months pregnant. All of my usual health exams were normal and fine, but when we ran my functional labs, we saw that my sex hormones were suboptimal. My cortisol pattern was lower than optimal at every point throughout the day. In other words, my body could no longer keep up with the energy demands that various stressors were placing on it. My gut biome was all out of balance. I had a gut parasite. My liver was congested, and I wasn't digesting and absorbing nutrients well. Within just a few months, and actually within a few weeks of some of these things, but certainly within a few months of targeted shifts in my diet, nutrition, some digestive support, some detox support, and stress management tools, I noticed significant changes in my energy, my weight, my mood, and in my GI symptoms, which I have had a stomachache literally since I was a kid, pretty much most of the time. I'm now about 6 months out in terms of really being intentional with a health building journey, and I have had profound improvements in everything from my mood, my energy levels, my midsection. And this is why testing matters. It gives you answers instead of leaving you in the dark. I'm someone that I really won't make changes until I decide that I'm ready to commit to it and enough is enough. And also, I'm someone that responds to data. I'll tell you that seeing the data on paper, seeing all of the opportunities that my body had to improve health and prevent disease really made a difference in my ability to commit to what I needed to commit to support health. I needed to see on paper what my body needs to function better. Besides all of those foundational health building principles I help clients with now, I'm also really excited about starting to incorporate some peptides into my own regimen and offering it as an option to my clients. So more to come on that. I'm going to wait and just have some targeted episodes, but I'm really, really excited about something that I was too judgmental about on the outset, and that was the use of peptides. So keep your eyes and ears out for some episodes on really how beneficial partnering peptide therapy with functional health building can optimize your results, especially for those of us in midlife. It's really an exciting adjunct to functional health building. Now, just a reminder on this show, every episode, everything I share for you is educational in nature. I am not a licensed medical doctor. I am a licensed physical therapist in the state of Minnesota, and I am a certified functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. I do not diagnose or treat disease. I do not prescribe medications. I do empower you to take ownership of your health. I partner with reputable telehealth providers and provide you with resources you need to build health so that you can show up and thrive in your life. I do believe that midlife does not need to be a crisis for us. I believe we can make the current and coming years some of the best years of our lives. So friend, here's what I want you to remember. You don't have to live exhausted, flabby, foggy, or stuck. You don't have to keep guessing what's wrong. By combining your story, your symptoms, and your functional lab results, we can uncover the root of all that you're experiencing, and we can create a roadmap and walk toward real healing, real health building. If that's something you want to explore, I'd love for you to jump on a free discovery call with me or get on my interest list, and the links to both are actually in the show notes. Or you can go to alignedvitalityhealth.com to learn more about my story and my services. Okay, I wasn't going to announce this quite so soon, but I'm too excited about it to not announce it. I have a very, very, very special opportunity for those of you listening to the show. I want to give you the opportunity to earn $500 off of my functional health coaching packages. And all you have to do to enter for a chance to win that $500 off coupon is you need to go to Apple Podcasts, leave me a 5-star rating and written review, take a screenshot of it, and email it to me, and that will get you entered into a drawing to win a $500 off my coaching services, which is a huge, huge, huge savings. So go to Apple Podcasts, leave me a review, take a screenshot of it, and email it to me at tanya@alignedvitalityhealth.com. That's TANYA at aligned, ALIGNED, vitality, VITALITY, health, HEALTH.com. Tanya@alignedvitalityhealth.com, and I will put that email in the show notes as well. Send me a screenshot of your written review, and I will enter you into a drawing for the chance to win $500 off. And you may at least hear your written review on the show and potentially win a little coupon for a free cup of coffee on me. So either way, it's a pretty quick and easy way to help the show get seen by more people and have a chance to win something cool from me. Sister friend, you were designed to thrive, not just survive. And with the right data and the right plan and the right support, that is absolutely possible. Until next time, lead well, live well, and be well. Thank you so, so much for joining me today, my friend. If today's episode encouraged or blessed you, would you please take a minute to leave a rating and written review on Apple Podcasts? It means the world to me, and it helps more women like you discover this message of hope and healing. If you're ready to take the next step in your functional health journey, join my interest list at alignedvitalityhealth.com. And remember, this podcast is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to be medical advice, nor is it intended to diagnose or treat disease. Please consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your health. Until next time, I'm Tanya reminding you that healing is possible and your best season is still ahead.